onions at some point was a challenge in Sierra Leone. We had fluctuating prices and scarcity at some point here and there. Somehow we got to a point where we have local producers now, and it seems onions is not much of a challenge as it used to be. But whatever it is that you did, the expectation is that can be replicated for other sectors. Rice, poultry. Not long ago, last year, you had investors in the country. How much progress have you made in that area? The investors you had that came in the country, and all the other investors you've been poaching for investment in the agricultural sector. How much money has your ministry been able to bring in the country? How much investment can you account for?
Yes, thank you very much. Before I get to that, let me talk on the onion bit, because that's also another important thing. It was also a policy that we had set. And we, again, part of this credit facility and working to say, private sector, we will make sure you are a big part of delivery for feed salon. And so the onion PC and Sons that you talked about now, we worked with them very closely, and they did a lot of work working alongside us. They got a big injection of funds from IFC, and they moved from being the biggest importer, and now they're the biggest producer, and we give women farmers 1,000 women farmers sort of seedlings to work with them, so the outgrowers came. So it's a real example of what we want. And it brings to the question you asked. We want private sector to be a big part of this. PC and Sons, they are now part of this investment, which, by the way, you graciously emceed for us. We had about four or five MOUs signed. This was both part of it was we had local private sector people that are looking for ways to get funds. Government created that platform where we bring impact investors, some small, some large. I think the investors that came, the minimum ticket size they could invest in, I think about 2 million, or I think that's the smallest. But you have 5 million, 10 million, right? So we wanted to bring these two together. So basically private business to business kind of relations. 5 MOU signed. There's now one in the process of signing the contracts to be able to do the first ever fertilizer blending plant here. Orders for fish pond. They are doing a feasibility study. No real investment from the business to business front has actually happened, because that was the goal. This was a business to business. So we wanted to bring the local private sectors here to connect.